Adventurous kids explore with education and learning what a wild life is in the Everglades. I want to explore the Museum of Discovering Science. What plants do butterflies like? I want to know about Key West Adventurous Kids. Learning and fun. Adventurous Kids!
Today I'm going to tell you about Dav Pilkey. Have you ever laughed so hard at a book that milk almost came out your nose? If you have, there's a good chance that a book was written by Dav Pilkey. Dav Pilkey is a super funny author and illustrator who created some of the most loved books ever, like Captain Underpants. Good book, and I do remember that book growing up as a kid. And Dog Man, which is now in the movies. His stories are packed with laughs, action, and heart. But did you know that when he was a kid, his teachers didn't always think he'd become a famous writer? It's true. Dav Pilkey has written and illustrated more than 60 books for kids, and his stories have been translated into over 30 languages, and his books have sold millions of copies all around the world, making kids everywhere giggle, cheer, and feel inspired. When Dav Pilkey was in school, he had a tough time paying attention. He was often sent out of the classroom for being silly or drawing cartoons when he was supposed to be working. But instead of giving up, Dav used that time to create his own characters like a superhero in his underwear. That silly idea later became Captain Underpants, one of the most popular book series ever. It shows that sometimes the things that make us different can actually be our greatest strengths. The first Captain Underpants book, the Adventures of Captain Underpants, was published in 1997 and is geared toward middle schoolers. The Captain Underpants books are about the adventures of fourth graders George and Harold. George and Harold make their own comic books, and one of their characters is the superhero Captain Underpants. In the first book, George and Harold find a magic ring and use it to hypnotize their mean school principal, Mr. Krupp. Mr. Krupp becomes Captain Underpants whenever he is hypnotized. Dev didn't stop there. He also made Dog Man, a heroic half dog, half human cop who fights crime and loves to do the right thing. The Dogman books are filled with adventure, humor, and kindness. They even teach kids about being creative and responsible and understanding others. Dogman series now has 11 books and counting, plus Cat Kid Comic Club, a spin-off series about creativity, teamwork, and making your own comics. These stories mix adventure, kindness, and lots of hilarious jokes. Plus, they're just really, really funny. Pilkey wrote but did not illustrate the Ricky Ricotta series of books. Ricky Ricotta is a lonely mouse that befriends a robot. Together, they save the world in 9 books, including Ricky Ricotta's Mighty Robot versus the Mecha Monkeys from Mars, and Ricky Ricotta's Mighty Robot versus the Stupid Stink Bugs from Saturn. Pilkey used the pseudonym or pen name of Pseudonym when he wrote the Dumb Bunnies books. These stories feature Papa, Mama, and Baby Bunny doing very dumb things, such as eating lunch in a car wash or bowling in a library. Titles include The Dumb Bunnies 1994, The Dumb Bunnies Easter 1995, and Make Way for the Dumb Bunnies 1996. Dav Pilkey's books have won many awards, like the Caldecott Honor for his picture book, The Paperboy, but what makes him truly special is how he uses his imagination to make his reading fun for everyone. He encourages kids to be themselves, even if they're a little different, and to never give up on their dreams. Even as an adult, Dad Pilkey still acts like a big kid at heart. He loves to draw, surf, and spend time with his wife, Sayuri. He also visits schools to remind kids that being creative, kind, and silly can make the world a better place. Even though Dav Pilkey is now a grown up, he never lost his sense of humor or imagination. He believes that everyone can be creative and that laughter can make the world a better place. So next time you open one of his books, remember you're not only just reading a story, you're diving into the wild, wacky world of Dav Pilkey, where fun, friendship, and jokes rule. Thank you for watching this Adventurous Kids episode. Yeah!
What did you learn today?
Adventurous Kids!
Adventurous Kids!
What was the most interesting fact?
Adventurous Kids!
Adventurous Kids!
Adventurous